Welcome to Reread, where I'm rereading through the expanded universe in chronological order. It's fun stuff. Hey, we're in the middle of MedStar. We got a very short story from Star Wars Insider, issue number 83, called Intermezzo. It takes place in between both MedStar novels. Josh is trying to deal with Zan's death. It kind of gives an update on everyone. In fact, I5 is still running the backup memory servers, and he's hoping that and when Boris says, "How's it going?" he says, "Well, I'm hoping to find out that I'm the long-lost ruler of the planet M478, which is a droid world from the Old Republic." And that was pretty funny. So even I5 gets one little joke in there, but mainly it focuses on Josh, who, you know, of course, he's upset about Zan's death. Another Zabrak comes in to get operated on. He is a separatist, and the Republic says, "Hey, we need him alive for questioning. You know, he's injured. He's on the point of death. You're the only one who knows about, you know, his physical conditions, and, you know, the only one with experience, I guess, to operate on him. So you need to save him because we need him for questioning." Well, Josh later finds out, but he has to put him in a stasis chamber to help operate and other things too. And while he's doing that, the other doctors go, "Hey, so are you going to let that guy die?" And, you know, Josh thought about it. He was like, "Well, I'm not going to let him die just because he's a separatist." He went, "Well, you know, he's the one that led the charge on us on the med center, meaning he's the one responsible for Zan's death." Well, now Josh is outraged by this. And, you know, so this guy is responsible for Zan's death. And he doesn't know what to do. He's been avoiding talking to the shrink Chloe Merritt. And he decides that finally he's going to talk to Chloe Merritt, not only about Zan's death, but say, "Hey, look, I got the situation. I promised myself in any way that I could, I'd avenge Zan's death, and now I have the opportunity. What should I do?" And Chloe's like, "Ooh, that's kind of tough there. You could call it fate, destiny, but what are you going to tell your kids on how you acted in the war? You know, think about that." Years later. So Josh decides that he is going to save him. You know, just because that's what Josh does. He does the right thing. He does talk to the Zabrak. The Zabrak is unapologetic at all, you know, the whole time. Didn't care who he kills. Even though he knows Zan. Zan is supposedly a famous classical artist on his planet, which I don't think that's explained in the first book. But, I mean, it doesn't have to be. It's just in there. Anyway, the little short story in between, it almost reads like a chapter, like a really good chapter in the book. So in that case, it's worth it. You could skip it, I guess, overall, but it's definitely good stuff written by the same authors. I do want to talk about another short one here. It can take place after this series, but since I'm doing short stories, I may as well talk about it. It is an artist of Naboo from Visionaries, and it's a very short story where an artist has a chance encounter with Padme. He just looks at her, and he can't get her face out of his mind, and he goes home and he realizes something's wrong. He must go to Padme, and he runs to Padme and jumps in front of some lasers. There's an assassination attempt on Padme's life, and so he jumps in front of lasers and gets hit. He's okay. They said the artist would eventually heal and then have a premonition of Alderaan. Oh, like 20 years before it happens? Well, good luck on jumping in front of the Death Star beam. I don't understand this one. It's kind of dumb and really, really, really pointless. All right, so let's get back to MedStar next time in another video.